Perfect. We're good. Welcome back to the Shit Show.
Shit Show.
That's our theme song.
Shit Show.
Sponsored by Shag Mag. Shag Mag is a digital magazine featuring the hottest women in the industry. 100% uncensored.
100% of the time.
That's right. That's right. To my right, I have Miss BJ Bex.
Tonight, I'm going to be DJ Bex.
Oh.
In honor.
In honor of what? You got some competition. To my left, the one, the only.
Diplo.
Diplo. I thought we were going with Wesley.
Oh, what, you want my DJ name?
Yeah, DJ Diplo Wesley. I like Wesley better.
What are all your
You
names?
guys can call me Wesley for the
I like Wesley. Oh, no, we were told
Dip
to call
Dog?
you Dip Dog.
Dip Dog, Dip Daddy.
Ari told us to call
Dipster.
you Dip Dog.
There's a bunch. What do you call me, Joe? You call me Daddy.
He's like, I can't say it out loud.
Yeah, sorry. All right.
All right. So thank you for joining us. Super
Thanks.
pumped.
Thanks for the wine.
Oh, yeah. So red wine, cheers.
I was going to be sober October, but...
Sober
But
October.
fuck that, right?
But
Fuck
fucking,
it.
we're at the fucking shit show, man. Come
How
on.
can you be sober all of
Cheers.
October?
I usually always do it. My birthday's November, so I like to just...
November what?
November 10th.
Love that. Good day.
Is that a good day?
It is a good day. 11:10.
78.
11,
A lot
9.
of people are born on November 10th.
I wonder what that is. What's 9 months before November? Is it like February or something?
Shit.
Fuck you,
January.
Julia. You know, you're gonna make us drink and then do math.
Okay, forget it.
Get out of here.
It's February, you're right. Who said February?
Me.
Yeah, you got
Well, it's
it.
Valentine. Like, so I'm thinking like Valentine's Day, everyone's getting frisky, and then
She
they have
did this.
all the
She
babies.
planned this.
Why would I play?
She definitely did the math before, just so she could show
Whatever.
off.
Yeah. Okay. So you got some new music dropping with Major
I do.
Lazer
Yeah.
coming up. I mean, it might even be today if you're watching this.
Yeah.
October 22nd.
Yeah.
Are you pumped?
23rd.
23rd.
Is it 23rd?
22nd at midnight. So technically 22nd
Yeah, you're right.
and a half.
You're right.
23rd.
You're right. In LA, it's always going to be 9 o'clock.
Yeah.
when it
Okay.
drops.
All right. You know
But,
what? Too much math, too much time, too many dates.
But that's the date. I hope you like it. Maybe you heard some of the songs.
Maybe.
Have you heard K Calor with J Balvin? The guy's like, do. He knows it.
He knows it.
Sing it for us.
Come
Oh,
on.
yeah. Come on, Ari. Get a little jig going.
Are you
And,
pumped?
I'm pumped.
You don't sound pumped.
Well, I'm trying to make a sexy radio voice.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, I'm pumped! Ah!
And dig it. Are you doing something to celebrate?
We're actually, if this is airing like around that time, I'll be on tour. We're
Oh,
gonna
really?
be we're gonna be on a bus tour, with a car tour, like
car
all
tour.
through weird markets like North Carolina, Chicago, Texas, Sacramento,
Shout out Texas.
Riverside, LA.
I see.
Riverside.
I'm surprised you're able to do a tour during quarantine.
It's a car tour. Like you have to go to your like assigned space.
Oh, so you drive
Oh,
up?
it's
It's like a
it's
drive-in
It's a
type
drive-in
thing?
tour.
Okay, I actually have seen that recently. I saw like I don't know, like Nocturnal. Did
Nocturnal
like a,
Wonderland.
yeah, didn't they do like a drive-in kind of recently or something
Do
like
that
that?
in
I
Santa
don't
Barbara,
know.
San Bernardino.
I don't know. Maybe.
But you
cut
guys should
that
come.
out.
You guys should come to the Riverside show. It's the 23rd and 24th.
Oh, we will definitely be at the Riverside show.
Yeah,
100%.
it'd be chill.
Is
We're
it?
gonna be in our car like.
You could be
You
on
have
top of
to
your
stay.
car.
You can be on top of the car, so you don't
Yeah.
have to stand.
In LA, you cannot. You have to be in your car if we do the Rose Bowl. Shows are happening there, but in Riverside, they don't really give a shit, so you can go
So you can be everywhere.
Yeah.
We just need a DD.
Yeah.
True. Ari!
Ari! Yeah, come on, be a DD,
Yeah.
please.
Guys, I'll get you guys a driver. I got you.
Okay.
Let
got it.
Ari get loose a little bit.
No.
The guy needs to have a good time. He's working so hard for you guys. Watching the
Oh,
game.
shut up.
He's watching the fucking
No, we got the
game.
fucking finals playing. That's what it took. That's what it takes to get Mr. Wesley in here. So
Get some wine.
and some wine. Wine and the finals.
Yeah.
See, we treat our guests
You guys are great.
with only the finest.
Only the finest
So
dollar.
with these car driving, I'm guessing it's a lot different than normal.
I've never done one, and I was like a little nervous about doing it, but I think Major Lazer, the project, it's hard to translate that to people unless you go to the show. Like the show is crazy.
Yeah.
It's like it's like a Zumba class mixed with insane dance music and then dance hall. We have the best dancers on stage, and it's like a huge party. And now if you go to the party, you're like, oh, I understand the music now.
Yeah.
'Cause it's hard to just like sell it how we do it, and people go to Spotify. But if you go to our parties, they're just crazy. Like
I can
before
only
COVID,
imagine.
we had like the craziest tour schedule. We would be all over Europe for the summer. It was just like insane.
Insane. So explain like one of the parties to me.
Well, we do small parties. Like we'll do a club gig and just have the best dancers there, and it's like all kind of dance hall, reggae, Afrobeat, club music. And then if we do a festival, it's just our production is insane. Like we have the craziest like lighting rigs, fire, pyro. We have so much audience participation. Like maybe I can show you guys some clips. We like make the crowd go back and forth and jump around and do things like crazy in the audience. So
do y'all normally plan like specific things like that, or is it kind of like a spontaneous, like you're just feeling the crowd, you know that they're gonna do something and you kind of...
The cool thing about Major Lazer is that we do program the show so our dancers know what to do. They don't just we're not just leaving them out there like being crazy, but
go ahead.
We can improvise.
Do what you want.
Like half the show is like we make sure everybody knows what's going on so it looks great, but half the show is kind of improvised. Like we'll stop and talk and we'll do stuff that's weird.
Yeah, weird like what?
Like we'll do like little audience participation gig. Maybe bring someone on stage, or maybe we'll do some movements on in the audience. Or
you should.
I mean, as the car show goes, we'll figure out what we can do. We want to always integrate the audience because that's what was special about our show.
Yeah, and I feel like that's what makes each show different. You never know what you're gonna get, and that's why people do want to go. That's crazy. It's crazy how much quarantine has changed things, even like live performance. But it's sick that you can actually still perform and still get that opportunity.
Yeah, I kind of thought I would just wait till this is over to really go back to where it was. But I feel like it's so important to put out this record and get people to like check it out and get as much as I can energy towards the record that we have to do the tour because that's the way it really works. And we sold out the whole tour like in the first day. So people do want to go out and see shows.
Yeah.
And be safe.
So before, obviously, COVID and stuff, performing live, can you even just like describe what it's like? I mean, I personally would love to know like what it's like performing in front of thousands of people.
Sometimes it's hard because I get nervous still, but
you get nervous?
100%. Plus, I do a lot of different projects. Like I do Major Lazer, and that's actually the easiest one because there's 3 of us on stage. Actually, there's 7 of us on stage, so I can just fuck up and like fall off stage sometimes or whatever and not be nervous. Yeah. If it's me DJing, I play a lot of different music, like everything from country music to, house music. So I'm kind of like, it's hard for me to translate that. I want to make it perfect. I want to make everybody who's in the audience feel inclusive. Like you can be in everything, listen to my show and have a good rhythm the whole time. And that's like a lot of practice. Like you have to be in Vegas week in, week out to get good at that, I think.
Yeah, and it's
I'm always improvising. And if I'm doing like the country thing specifically, like Stagecoach, I was really nervous. Like I played that last April and I really was like, first I was so drunk before I went on stage.
Can't relate.
And I can for sure.
But I managed to get up there and do the show, and like it was one of the best shows I've ever done in my life. Like I had all these Sam Hunt, like Billy Ray Cyrus, all these people come on stage and perform and improvise. Like no one even knew. They just grabbed the mic and sang with me. So it was one of the best shows I ever did.
So we have something for you in case you have another Stagecoach.
We worked really hard. We burned ourselves with a hot glue gun and everything.
Grab that for me.
Oh, there it is.
We're really excited for this.
Wait, I could take it out of the bag?
Yeah,
right?
Or you can let him take it out of the bag, whichever you want.
I don't know.
Take it out of the bag.
Okay.
Check out this bad boy.
Oh, wow.
Tell me it's not sick.
This is a really good hat. Did you guys make
Don't
this?
look on the inside.
Yes.
I'm not going to show the inside, but the inside is beautiful. It's beaver pelt. It's really good.
It's great.
Beaver pelt.
Which way is the front?
This. Yeah, whichever.
No, the other way.
That way.
Yeah, for sure.
Pretty
fit?
sick.
It's a little bit small. Big, I mean.
No.
My ears are kind of going underneath it.
You know what? We can get it like fitted.
Yeah.
Well, you put foam in the hats. That's how you make them smaller. So I can.
Oh
I
my
can-
God, that's why I
work
got the
it out.
headband.
I can
I
work
was
it out.
watching this YouTube tutorial and it was so funny because the guy was like, he had the hot glue gun and he was like, fuck, I just burned myself. And then 2 seconds later, Julie would hear you like, fuck, I literally just burned myself. We're just synced up.
I wish I could flip this
You got it. You can do it.
Yeah, you can
It's
do it.
yours.
Then it's
Mold
like-
it.
I just want to borrow
it's
it.
More like right now it's like a pilgrim hat. Like it's like for
Hey.
Right now it's like a Thanksgiving hat, you know?
It's perfect. We're right November.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
But like if I do like this, it's more like a like.
There you go.
Oh, I didn't even think
Cowboy
of that.
hat, you know?
Fuck, you're really gonna embarrass us?
No, but I think
You
it-
didn't
no,
know
because
to flip the
obviously-
fucking sides up.
I'm sorry.
No,
I'm from
but
Texas. Okay.
Guys, Halloween is this month, but next month is Thanksgiving, so it's perfect.
Oh yeah.
He's making us feel better.
When I do like
Straighten it
a
back up.
pilgrim, when I surprise my kids, like I'm the Budweiser pilgrim, and I'm like.
You have a beard.
They're like, Daddy, what's Budweiser?
Turkey and a beer.
I love him so much.
Thanks, guys.
From the shit show to you,
really
with
appreciate
love,
that.
lots of love. Yeah, I can only imagine performing at Stagecoach, but it really shocks me that you still get nervous. Do you have like any rituals that you do before you'll go on set at all? No.
I mean, I did drugs that day because I was too nervous, but mostly I just, I try to stay sober on the road. Like honestly, I try to not drink. But that day at Stagecoach, I was with Guy Fieri. I did an interview for him. Do you guys know that guy?
Hell yeah! Wait, the cooking guy?
Yeah, the cooking guy. I hung out with him all day, and he made me drink an entire bottle of mezcal with him, like before the show. And I thought I would, and then all my friends came. And everybody who I work with a team of like maybe 35 people. All my management, all my people that work with me, stylists, whatever. Everybody was at that show. Like everybody was there, and they were all the drunkest I've ever seen in my whole career. Like,
wait, Guy Fieri just showed up, or like it was planned?
He has a cooking stage at Stagecoach.
What? That's where Becca would be 1,000%.
Yeah, 100%. I'd be like, what's cooking, boys?
If you guys like Coachella, I feel like Stagecoach is like a much better environment just to enjoy the show. Because Coachella is great. It's more like a social gathering though at this point. Yeah. But when you go to Stagecoach, you're like all these things that you're not accustomed to, and everybody's so nice, and the music's something you're never going to hear unless you go there. So it's a different experience that if you guys get a chance, you guys got to go next year.
You know what's crazy? So like I used to always say that like, so I love rap music, but I feel like people in like the techno and like the EDM like type music, like the events that they have, it's like so much more like welcoming and like 100%. Very like family. Yeah. Whereas like, I don't really smoke weed that much because whenever I do, I get really fucking high and then I just freak out.
Well, that's the point.
Yeah, no. But I get like so high that I'm like, oh my God, I forgot to breathe. And like shit like that. So it's like when you go to like rap concerts and stuff like that, like everyone's like smoking weed and then I'm like, oh my God. But like.
I mean, I can appreciate all kind of concerts, but yeah, like smoking weed too. If I would never smoke weed and do a show. I'd be too like.
You're like everyone's looking at me.
I'd be
There's
spaced
like
out.
thousands of people.
Yeah, if I get really high and I'm DJing, I'm like playing the word. I'm like in my own. I'm playing for myself. I don't care about the audience at all.
I'm at a kickback. I have 4 people looking at me. I'm freaking out. He's like at a show with like hundreds of thousands of people looking at him.
I think I would like stage. I'm actually a huge country, coming from Texas, like huge country fan, and I like don't listen to country that much because anytime I do put it on, everyone complains and bitches at me.
You'd be surprised in LA. It's weird. Like I think mostly a lot of women too, maybe your age and younger even, are really into country now. I'm so surprised that when I give my last album to people, they were like, wow, this is like, my friends listen to this. I'm so surprised at how many people got into the country album I did. Because I didn't know that was like a thing. Like a lot of young, especially in California, like a lot of kids were at Stagecoach that go to like dance parties and stuff. And I think if you like hip hop, especially from Texas, like Texas is so hip hop and country. It's so equal parts. Like everybody I worked with, all like, Morgan Wallen, who's the main artist at my big single, he was like, I went to his concert and backstage listening to St. John and like Bring Me the Horizon and like talking about this underground hip hop. Like these guys are really, the artists themselves from Nashville are huge hip hop fans. Like they grow up really diverse and they're just making music because that's kind of their lane. Yeah. But actually country is a lot more welcoming than any genre I've been part of too, I feel like. So if you get a chance, step out to Stagecoach or go to a country show, you'll love it, I think.
Yeah, no, I think I would too. Do you have, the night at Stagecoach sounds crazy enough, but is there one night in particular that you kind of think back when you're like, damn, that was a fucking crazy night that I would relive in a heartbeat?
I think maybe like Burning Man last year too. Like the last night I was there, I go there like 3-4 nights when I can because I'm always having to fly to Electric Zoo or a festival. Uh-huh. And that last night I was like just bouncing from all these different stages. Like
that's something I want to experience. Burning Man just sounds always like a nutty time.
And it's like the DJs, I go there as like a vacation. I still play like 20 shows when I'm at Burning Man. I fly in like little cars. I know, but I really, for me as a DJ, it's like I go there and I'm like learning about music. Everybody there is a DJ too. Even everybody who's driving the car, they're all DJs too, like smaller DJs. And I'm just there being part of that community. I'm not there as a headliner. I'm there like playing their truck and then like going to a big truck with like 10,000 people. And I'm playing like I'm doing a disco set or whatever. I'm just like enjoying the music, the way music moves. Yeah. It happens there. It's so special.
That's like, I actually have been like talking to a bunch of like different CEOs, and apparently like a lot when we try and do like raising and stuff like that, a lot of CEOs end up going out to Burning Man, and they always say like venture capital is not a good time around Burning Man because a lot of people end up going out there.
You can't do anything around end of August. Those guys insane. Are all on 2CB like riding around naked in the desert.
I love it.
But actually I did, it's crazy. I did a Burning Man, this is gonna be really boring for you guys, but I did a Burning Man virtual party, like, cause it was like a month ago, and it was all in Oculus Rift headsets, which I've never used before. You know, those are like the
Yeah,
VR?
the VR.
But they had new ones that were like AR. So you can be in this room and I'm watching you guys, but I'm also watching all the people that are in Burning Man through my AR glasses. And I see both realities. And I was walking around this crowd with people, like 50,000 people were in this thing because all the tech people were part of it. And everybody I talked to, I just went to like little groups. I'm walking like just like with you guys. I'm talking to people in different places, and they're all talking about
you
tech.
can communicate with them?
Yeah, you're having a mic, and
This
you're
is
just
some
like
Black Mirror shit for
walking
sure.
around, and I'm just
what
like,
the hell?
It took the quarantine because these guys, tech people, like run Burning Man. They support it. They've done it for years. Some people like them, some people don't, but they always are, you know, being inspired by things there, and they're always bringing new technology. So it took the pandemic to actually really hyper accelerate what's happening in VR, and it's going to be really crazy next year. I just see it because everybody who had a Burning Man, like their trailer and their little camps, they built it digitally in this 3D digital world, walking around in like virtual Burning Man.
Fuck.
And I'm surprised. I mean, Joe had a headset. I was like,
was pretty sick.
Yeah. I've actually never known anybody that. You can go to like a camp and buy wings, and then you're flying around the camp. Like it's like
what the hell?
Wait, it's like an upgrade.
Dude, I would never
You're
leave.
just
Yeah.
like,
Why are you
$1.99
here?
I'm like-
you're like,
Still
whatever.
be there.
They only did it for a
Tired.
weekend because it's so expensive. But I didn't realize how many people have these headsets. I thought it was like a nerdy thing to do. Like I thought no one has these. And I went to like a friend's, and they were already on it. Like he had everybody, like half my friends were like had these headsets and were already in that world, and that's going to be the future so soon. I couldn't believe how quickly it's
Yeah,
happening.
home just chilling.
Yeah, you won't even have to leave your house anymore.
And the parties were crazy. Like for a while, I was DJing for all these people, like these little Minecraft looking avatar people, and they're just like this. And eventually I'm like, fuck, I'm like getting drunk. I'm like, all right, whatever. I'm going to get them involved. I'm like doing things like move your hands, and like everybody has the hands thing. So everybody's actually doing what I do, and they're all doing this, the whole crowd of like
That's so
100
cool.
people just like doing
You're
this.
like, let me get a shot.
But there was like an error. So every time I was put the AR things on, I was like, I ended up in the desert, like with nobody there, but I was still DJing. So there was like some glitches, but it's going to be really good soon.
That's insane. That is so sick. I can only imagine.
So things are changing quick.
Yeah, 100%. When you say you have these crazy nights, right? I'm sure you have a bunch of crazy ladies, correct? I can only imagine. Have you had any experience with like just fangirls, and like how do you handle it?
I think Vegas is probably where there's the most, because I mean when you're doing festivals and you're doing shows, you're not really accessible to your fans.
Yeah.
Like you're one person in Denmark and there's like 100,000 people out there, and you go straight to the stage, you go backwards to your hotel. And then sometimes I might know girls in different cities and might hang out. But you don't really get interactive with people on tour.
Yeah.
For me, when you're doing festivals. But in Vegas, you see girls all the time. Like there's the same girls, and there's the girls that work at the hotels, and there's the girls that are like regulars that always come to your shows. But
Have you ever had like a super crazy fan?
There are really cool fans. Like in Vegas, especially, there's like these 3 girls that I did a live stream at the Wynn this weekend. They were there for the live stream. Like the club was empty, and they were like had like Diplo t-shirts, and like they were there getting photos. So there's like always a group of people that are really,
really, really
awesome.
solid.
And there's a girl from San Diego that makes like artwork for me every time I go there. And if I go to Legoland, she sees on my Snapchat with my kids. She brings them gifts and like makes them books and stuff. There's always really cool fans that. There's a girl in China that we always see that makes like the craziest. She makes me like books for my chickens, like so specific.
Wait.
I have chickens.
Chickens
It's
are
like
just like educated.
yeah, there's so many.
Chickens can
like,
read.
she makes,
Forget
like, a
the
diary
fucking
for them.
VR. We're reading chickens over here.
Chickens are. I'll tell you the truth. I got rid of my chickens like last week, so I'm moving. So like RIP to them.
You got rid of reading chickens.
Fucking chickens.
I'm sure they're alive,
What
but
are their names?
they were actually, it was Beyonce and Kelly, and Michelle died a couple of years back, and I didn't want to replace her, but they're in a better place now. They're in a better place.
So she makes books.
She makes a lot of things. That was one thing that stuck out, as that was weird, but it was cool. Like it was cute that she made that. Even for like my assistants, she makes like toys for them. Like anybody that's ever in my social media, she'll make something specific for them.
So sick.
So I go to China, I've like come back with a bag of gifts from this one girl every time I go anywhere in Asia, basically.
That's so. And do you normally travel? Obviously, with quarantine, of course, you can't really travel as much. But I'm sure normally in a regular year, you probably travel a shit ton.
Yeah, I think any other year I'm going to be on the road, probably 320 shows. So probably maybe sometimes 2 shows in the same day. I'm probably on the road like 315 days. Like 85% of the year I'm on the road.
That's got to get overwhelming.
It is, but it's really good to make money that way. It's the easiest way to make money. If you're a musician, you always got to work hard producing your records and hope something happens with the record, and then you can reap the benefits. But on the road, you just always get paid no matter what. You don't have to, it's never a gamble like putting out a record. But it gets so tiring. But I'm like, my life, I got really used to that. I got good at it. But this quarantine's made me really never want to tour again.
Yeah, honestly. I can feel that.
Like I'm just surfing and I'm just like enjoying like life, and I'm not greedy like I was. Like I used to want to just get money all the time.
Yeah, and it's kind of made you take it slow 100%. It down. Because I feel like it's got to be hard. I mean, at least for me, I don't travel nearly that much, but for me, like I've gone a lot back and forth from like the South, LA and stuff like that. Of like having like that home base. Is it hard like when you're on the road constantly? How do you kind of have that home? Do you just build it wherever you are? Or like
yeah, I mean, I have a road crew, and like Joe's one of them. There's like a crew of like me, these two brothers from Idaho, my assistant Daniela. Like, there's always like a crew of like 6 of us, and we travel like we're like a family. You know, so much where they were my family, and like my family back home was like less of my family sometimes. So I didn't see them very often, like my sons. And like we're so tight knit, like we're just like always together all the time for like a year. And that's great because it took me a while to find a great team.
Yeah.
Like I literally went through like every tour manager I was on. This is back to girls. Every tour manager I had got divorced on the road with me.
Oh yeah.
Like 3 in a row. One went to rehab. Like Joe can attest. We ended up.
Couldn't handle it.
One was like addicted to Adderall. Like every one of them. My tour was so fucking crazy. I went through 5. Till I finally got the one.
5 and what time span?
5 and probably 6 years.
And people just can't handle it. They just can't keep up.
It's touring with me is rough. I feel like it's really rough. And
Sign me up.
I underestimate I make people hate me.
Yeah.
Like on the road, like all my assistants, like they'd love me in the end, but it's fucking tough.
I love her.
Bex is my assistant. She's not that great. I'm actually technically her assistant. I'm running late. Sorry, my assistant is running late.
I think you guys I'm still close to all the people I worked with. Like you guys are close, I can tell. Yeah. And you just have to find a balance. I get too much.
That's my problem.
I don't give them space until where my creative director was living with me for a long time, and we hated each other.
Yeah, and then you get to the point you're like,
and then she moved out, and I were like, oh, that's my best friend
feel?
ever.
Yeah, I'm actually. That's why I brought him here.
This is an intervention.
Julia,
Bex,
what the
hell? Had enough of you.
No, I love it. So I guess you're saying the home is more of the people you surround yourself rather than the place you are.
Yeah, I had great people. I mean, they at the end they were like, you want to make sure you don't have too many yes men with you.
That's it. Yeah.
You know, because a lot of people I know that other DJs, they just had a crew that made them comfortable and didn't challenge them. I like people to tell me I'm it's not cool.
Yeah.
I like Joe when he doesn't laugh at my jokes, which is a lot, and I know I gotta be funny.
Yeah.
So
I do
he's
that
honest.
to Julia.
But if it was somebody that somebody might laugh at all my jokes, and I'm like, dude, that wasn't even funny.
Yeah, you test them. I
test them with bad jokes. And I fire them immediately.
No way.
If they laugh at my bad jokes.
Wait. You know what girls do? Girls are like, how do I look in this outfit? And if you're like, you look good, and it's a bad outfit, then they're like, get the fuck out of here.
They know they're a fucking imposter. You gotta test them.
You're gonna embarrass me.
You gotta test them.
Test the realness.
God, wait, great. So
do you need more wine?
I'm trying the Boochcraft now. I'm switching.
Let's get him a Boochcraft. What is a Boochcraft?
Wait, listen. It's
this is the most embarrassing.
You get wasted.
You get really fucking wasted on it. It's kombucha.
No way.
It's got no calories.
We got grapefruit hibiscus.
She's trying to give you
apple jasmine.
That's not a good one.
And ginger lime.
I think grapefruit hibiscus is the one.
Okay, good. Because we have 2 of them. Because that's what I thought.
Woo! Oh, God. Do you need it? Oh, is it a twist?
Miami's winning.
What do you mean?
These are
I'm a
huge.
great assistant.
I think it's a twister.
It is? It's not.
I got it, though.
You're going to test my strength, huh?
Oh, my God. He had to help her open the wine earlier. There you go.
I didn't actually. She
I
did
know.
it on her own. I offered and she was like, bitch, fuck off.
And
you know what?
That's her test.
Bitch, I know how to do one thing is open wine, so
It was literally crumbling everywhere. I was like, how to open wine?
I definitely drank a couple pieces of cork in this wine.
It's protein.
I'm joking.
It's
Oh my God, I was like, fuck, dude.
I'm like, you're
Cork
funny.
Cork is not protein, by the way. If you're watching this, don't eat cork.
Tomorrow I'm like, hey, Diplo, I'm homeless.
Well, you shouldn't have fucked that cork up.
So back to traveling. What do you have to say is your favorite place to DJ, hands down?
Man, it's hard. Every project's different. I really loved Stagecoach for what it was.
Yeah.
I love random places like Tel Aviv is always the craziest party. Kenya.
Yeah. No way.
Man, I've done 4 shows in Kenya, and they've all been so fucking crazy. Major Lazer has a really big fan base in Africa. We do big tours there. And the last show it was last April, and it was like, or last November. It was last November, like this time last year, and it was like 15,000 Kenyans going fucking nuts in Nairobi.
Holy shit.
And then
Wilding out.
Vegas is always really good.
Vegas
is just because the way that the club XS is set up, it's always a great environment to like party.
What do you think the place is with the hottest girls?
I mean, Miami,
This room, right?
maybe Texas.
Only us.
You guys, yeah. You guys are definitely really hot. I mean, LA honestly has like really beautiful girls. It's like, it sucks because all the people that live in like Nebraska, like they live in like Idaho, whatever, all their hottest girls come here to like work and live. So they're always like mad. And it's like a hot girl. I think Miami and LA are like hot girl magnets.
Really?
Like,
If all around the world?
also like, and if all around the world, for me to be really honest, I think London, Sweden.
Yeah, I could see
I
that.
think Stockholm has like
the
a really
blondies.
international community. Like it's like Trinidad, like it's island in the Caribbean.
He's
It's,
like having
beautiful.
flashbacks. He's like,
I'm like, yeah, there's so many
Damn,
beautiful
that
girls.
one girl in Trinidad. Oh,
Yeah,
if you're watching this.
South Africa, yeah. Trinidad
I've heard
girls.
South Africa.
South Africa girls are so beautiful. Everywhere I go, I'm attracted to like every kind of woman, like every you can imagine. Like
So you don't have like a specific type.
I do not at all.
I don't believe that.
100%. I mean, I have my mother's and my kids. There's 2 women. One's black and Filipino. One's from Trinidad, actually. But I've like dated like everybody from like Katy Perry, like girls that are like,
Yeah.
My first girlfriend was from Daytona Beach. I've literally every kind of girl you could imagine. But I just like girls that are really honest. Like
Honest.
really, I like if you can get just on a level with a girl, no matter who she is, you know right away if there's
Transparency,
like,
honesty.
yeah, and like chemistry.
That's so hard to find out,
In
especially in
LA.
LA.
In LA it is, but the more it's weird. Like I've been here now for like when I'm usually here, I like go to like parties with friends, and I meet people for like once a month. I get to go out to one event. And I'm lucky because I'm like with my friends, they know I'm coming, and like I see people, I meet new people. But I've been here for like 6 months, and it's the same people every
Over
day.
and
You've noticed
over.
that too, right? So we're
Yes.
like,
yeah.
but you do find that the people are cool. There's some, who's cool and like who's kind of like, I don't want to say faking it, but who in LA is like not really.
It's like,
Yeah, you can tell when the people
you
are
next
just not they're artificial. And that's cool too. I mean, you keep them at a distance, but I've met a lot of great people in LA. Like, I have a great community of people like from the country world to like ambient, to like dance music, to the modeling world. I've been lucky to meet the greatest people here and all those different things. So you can find them.
Yeah.
It is hard though,
Big.
especially if
So
you're
big.
younger.
Yeah, you have to be able to have a really good like filter system. It's tough when you Bex is from Burbank. I'm from small town Texas, super
I love
small
Burbank.
town.
Shout out Burbank.
Shout out Burbank.
Woo!
I used to stay in Burbank. I used to sleep there.
It's nice. I like it. I like it because it's
God.
quiet. No, it's quiet
lot of
and
gun
it's
shops.
close. It's close.
A lot of
Yeah,
gun-
honestly.
Wait, you
Lot of
just said
karate
it's
and gun
quiet.
shops.
Wait,
Stop,
you
stop,
know
stop. You said it's quiet. He says a lot of gun
people
shops.
buy guns. They don't shoot them there. They buy the guns in Burbank. For some
No,
reason.
there's like gun stores. It's like gun store, jewelry store. It's like
Yeah.
doesn't make
and
sense.
karate like
Yeah, the
karate practice.
Yeah, why is there so many fucking karate
Yeah,
places in
so many
Burbank? It
karate
makes no
gyms.
sense. But in Burbank, I feel like it's quiet because it's kind of like the suburbs, but then again, it's close to everything.
Yeah.
So I used to like
No, I
that when
feel
I was growing
I
up.
loved
but
it. I loved Burbank. I lived there for 2 years.
Is there a place that you've been and you like refused? You're like, I'm never going back there and doing another show.
I'm not gonna say the place because I'll probably be banned.
Okay. But there is one.
Yeah, there's
But
one.
is there a reason?
what does it rhyme with? I'm kidding.
He's like Burbank.
It's a whole different. No, it's a whole different country. I love. I'll go if I can get booked in Burbank. I'd go there for every show.
I'll
Bex,
book
come
you in
on.
Burbank.
Pull some plugs.
If there's a fucking event in Burbank, I'm fucking there.
We're
Like,
going over. We're going straight
me
to
to
fucking
Burbank.
Burbank.
there might be a club. There was a bar I used to go to across the street.
Wait,
on
where?
Studio.
What
bar?
is it? What is it?
What street were we on in Burbank?
Is it Magnolia or some shit
It was.
like that?
It was on Magnolia. Yeah, we used to
on
stay on Magnolia
Okay.
next to the gun. Our studio was over the top of the gun shop on Magnolia.
Wait,
Everybody
so
at
Does
work
that
there bought guns
mean your
there.
music was
I'm
banging?
trying to think.
Yeah.
You
Every
guys
time
don't
I had a good
remember it?
shot.
Okay, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what bar. What the
really
one
want-
bar
The
in
address was like
Magnolia.
1600 Magnolia, but it was a good bar across the street. It was like always there more than 4 people there.
Was it Western themed?
Oh my god.
No, but I know that one. That one's awesome.
that
that's
one,
that's different. That's
Doesn't matter.
I haven't been to
Doesn't
that
matter.
one,
Yeah.
but I want to go there. We should
go.
all go
Let's
there.
go.
We do
Let's
like a
go.
Western.
We have the hat.
Western
and you
vibe.
could kick in the doors and stuff. My friend's mom used to like own it, and we used to like go in and be like, "Listen up, Bucko."
Oh my god. So wait, what was the place you said? Yeah, this is DJ Beck's Western
Listen up,
thing. What the place you said you wouldn't go back? Why not?
It's just I felt like it was so phony, and I mean anything I say, any place I say, they're gonna find this comment and like get me banned. In general, I love everywhere I go. A couple countries though, like you just don't, you're not there. There's not like a real community of music there, but you're getting booked there to like for people to show off kind of.
Yeah.
And that's kind of whack to me.
Yeah,
like
that is
you can probably figure out what those countries are, but and that when I play shows, I want to be part of a community, even if they want to take part of my community, or if I want to be part of that community and like help whatever be part of that. And that's what I want to do as a musician. I want to always be part of like something, like help build things, you know?
Yeah.
So when you're at a place where you just feel artificial, like Vegas used to be like that, really, really hard. But the last couple of years, like as playing a house, techno house music, it's been so good there. Like people like really go there and support that kind of music and be part of it. So it's Vegas. I used to hate Vegas like 10 years ago. Now it's my favorite place. So things change.
Yeah. With traveling though, I know you talk about like girls and stuff, and like I can only imagine, but when you're traveling so much, do you even try and dip your toes in a relationship, or is it more just like you're focused, you're dialed in on music, and you're not even...
Honestly, I would love to have a girlfriend. I've always wanted one, but like to date me is probably like the worst challenge for a girl. Like just
Why?
because I have 3 kids from 2 different moms. They always come first. Always
Yeah,
like
of
my
course.
families always come first. And then it's impossible to trust me. Even if I do my best, you don't know what I'm doing 316 days of the year. Like
Yeah.
I'm not going to be around you.
Would you ever bring a girl on tour?
I've done that before.
Was it a bad idea?
It's pretty bad.
Why?
I think I was too young.
Yeah.
I was too young, and you don't really have the trust there. And I think if a girl's too young, as well, I think you don't know. She doesn't know that life. If you just bring somebody onto the road, like the road that I see,
Yeah.
a girl that hasn't been on that part of that life, must be fucking like, it's like hitting
Culture shock.
acid, like
Yeah. For
a full
300
dose.
and 300
yeah,
days
and then
straight.
you just don't see, because you also, as an artist or as a creator or musician, you have to kind of put on a facade too when you're with people.
Yeah.
Like on stage, you're a different person, and you got to know when to turn that off. And I dated other musicians, and I think my first girlfriend was a musician, my first serious one, and I never saw her turn it off. Like she didn't turn it off with me, like when she was an artist, and I didn't, and we broke up because of that. It fell apart because I never could figure out who she was. Like she would be the artist, and then she wasn't my girlfriend anymore.
How do you I get it. I totally understand putting on like a facade and stuff, but how do you learn it? Because I feel like it is like a learning. You're almost like learning this new role. How do you learn when to turn it on, when to turn it off, and who do you let in, who do you not let in?
Yeah, I mean, I like a lot of young people I meet, like girls who do TikTok or girls that are really great at YouTube and things. They're actually themselves. Like a lot of them are themselves, and then eventually when they get too big, they have to start shutting down that, because that becomes too open for people. Like there's a good example, like Dylan Francis is a DJ that I'm friends with. When he first started playing, he was so funny and such a comedy guy, and he was so easy he was making like one of the first Viners, this guy. And he was so easy to talk to. But when his fans came on, they thought he was that person. So everybody just attacked him all the time because they just thought he was so like normal and like accessible. And it became kind of hard for him, because everywhere he went, it was like people would just like crowd him, and it was like
I gotta be funny.
Yeah, it was like hard. I think that eventually you have to find like balance for some things like that. I think when you're too accessible, some people just think you're so approachable. And honestly, we kind of want to, if you're a star, you're a musician, you kind of want to like have that space too.
Boundaries.
Yeah. But for the most part, when it comes to your friends and things, that's what's important to have a good team, because they have to understand like who you are.
Yeah.
You always have to just kind of put on this thing and be yourself. And as you get older, you learn that too. Like everybody kind of learns that. And I've learned, even my first girlfriend, me and her are great friends now.
Really?
Like, it's been like 15 years, and she still makes music. And I think we understand like what was wrong now in retrospect, 15 years later. But it's just people meet each other for like a time. They walk that path, and they move. They move on. They might come back to that place too.
Yeah,
but
you never know. You never know. Because I feel like it's got to be hard. Like, because like you said, I mean, being on the road, I feel like it gets lonely. Would you try doing long distance? What are you laughing at?
I told him I wasn't gonna drink this month, and I'm just like getting wasted on it. But
This is what normally happens.
Yeah.
but this is one. I told him I do it
Welcome.
like once a week. I'm gonna have a little slip up, so it's not bad. But
It's like he might see a Boochcraft and
I didn't see this. I was gonna do
I
the
don't
wine, and I saw the Boochcraft, and I was like, damn. So he sabotaged the whole shit.
It was him.
Is it a bet or what?
He was telling me on the tour I don't drink. I don't drink at all on
How?
tour.
How do you not drink on tour?
Because I want to fucking sleep and I want to like be healthy, and like when you're on the road, you
but
can
at the
control.
beginning of tours, I feel like it was.
Don't you get
No?
nervous? Like before?
No.
Like I feel like I would have to like, like loosen up.
Oh God.
I do think. I mean, I feel that way. I thought that way too. I think 6 years ago I was like that, and then I just started like, I'm 42 years old. I have to like, if I drinked every night, I'd be fucking like dead.
Yeah.
Like if I'm on the road 361 nights, and I like to exercise, and I like to wake up, and I like to like, I like to be self-aware. So you don't do that. But on fucking quarantine, I'm fucking like lit every
There
night.
you go.
I'm like, I've been drunk. I'm like margaritas. I probably drank at least 1,000 margaritas
And
since
now they do
fucking
them to
April.
go too.
Yeah, that's dangerous. We had
it's
those are so bad. The to-go ones
so
are so sweet and crazy. Like
It's insane. And then you can't even say like, where it's like, there's no alcohol in this. They can't complain. So they'll just send you just like the shittiest drink ever.
I mean, alcohol consumption has been up like 25% in America. So it's
Yeah, I can't
feel like
imagine how many
drug
babies are
consumption
going to
too.
happen after this too.
a lot of babies.
A
We
lot
have
of,
to
a lot of
invest
babies.
in diapers or whatever.
Oh
Yeah.
God, back.
A big diaper company would be good right now.
Diplo'S diapers. Come on, let's start this shit.
Dipplers.
Dipplers. Oh my God,
Let's do it.
trademark it. Hurry.
Dippers. Big dippers. Adult diapers, the big dippers.
And then
Diplo'S,
Dipplers.
it's for kids, and then also the people that are drinking too much that are shitting themselves.
Yeah.
Too much
Dippers.
Taco Bell. I love it. I love it. So have you tried, like, have you met a girl and you're like, okay, let's try and do this long distance? Is there,
Yeah.
and it doesn't, I'm guessing normally it doesn't work out.
There was a girl I was really in love with, in like recently, and then we had like a thing, and like we met in a different country, and we had a thing, and then
How quick was the thing? Like, how long were you there?
we spent like 2 weeks together, and then we
Okay.
like talked about like, how to make how do we do this, and then she was only single for a couple months because she had been in a long relationship with a guy, and the guy saw pictures of us like. She's kind of like whatever she was. They took pictures of her wherever we were. So the pictures came up, and then the guy was like, "I got to get her back no matter what." So he got her back because he's like, "Look, let's get one more chance." Like he saw me as like something that could seriously like take this girl, and I think he got kind of threatened, but she was like, "I gotta give him one more chance." We had like 10 years together. So like, okay, whatever. And they
She didn't learn after
lost it.
10 years.
Oh my God.
But maybe on
This
the
just makes
bright
me-
side,
You know what, Diplo? Listen.
maybe on the bright side, but at the same time, I had a lot of like red flags around me too. So maybe it was better.
What were your red flags?
I just had a baby.
I don't feel like a baby's a red flag.
Ex-girlfriend. I lived in a different city. She,
Cute little flag.
but at the same time, I thought maybe like give her a chance, but this was never. She's gone.
Yeah.
But we still talk. She still hits me up sometimes. So
Is she still with him?
I think so.
Oh, fuck. Let's jeopardize it.
Yeah, we're finding you. We're looking for you. And we're getting you back because we know you need help.
Blink twice if you need help. So do you think, I mean, you'd have to do the long, because you said like bring a girl on tour is a fucking nightmare, but then long distance is a nightmare. So is it like, what do you do?
I think I mean this is the chance where I can do something because I'm off tour.
Yeah, but you're going to go on tour again.
I'm doing a 2-week tour. It's the only tour I'm doing in the next like 7 months. So I want to do that because
Ladies, if you're watching and listening,
I'm looking
We
for
should
a
do
wife.
we should set Diplo up.
dude, we should. We
No,
should
but I
make
think-
Diplo blindfold or blind date.
There's a lot of necessary steps I need to have a girlfriend.
Okay,
And
what
the
are
first
they?
one was like moving to like a real. I have a couple houses in LA. One's my children's live at.
Mm-hmm.
One is like my studio, and I live there, and I don't spend much time there. Like I'm usually on the road, but when I'm home, I'm working in the studio all the time, and I never thought I'd live in this fucking house. So it's like a big bachelor pad, like beautiful view of the Hollywood Hills.
Stripper
like,
poles?
not that much of bachelor pad, but like,
we even have stripper
but no,
poles.
I have so many studios that like girls like love to come and like hang out in the studio too.
Yeah.
It's like a stripper pole for your mind.
There's stew.
stripper poles. For everybody.
But I think like moving,
like in the stew.
like moving somewhere where like it's not like a bunch of people there all the time, like a place that's like my own house, and I did that, and then
Wait, so you're saying, but the number one step, what do you mean when it comes to a girlfriend moving? She would have to move with you?
no, having a place that's like comfortable for a girlfriend to live at, not just like random girls.
Got it.
Like
Got
kind
it.
of like, cause I'm not hanging out with random girls, but there's such a fluidity in my house, like, cause it's a studio house, so it's always during the year, it's always like maybe 50 people are inside the house a week.
Wow.
You know, like in and out, like working and stuff. So that's not a place you can like have a girlfriend.
Yeah.
So that was like a first step. So it took me a while to realize that that's a really stupid thing. And then just changing that up, and then making sure everybody else in my life is good, like all my sons, all their mothers and everything, and then it's important to like make my family comfortable. Then I can work on myself. Yeah. So it's like what you do when you're a dad. You have to make sure that stuff's good.
Yeah. And so those are like your main steps. Did you have any other steps that it would take, like girlfriend steps?
Girlfriend steps. Those are the first two. I'm still working on those two.
Okay, so we're working on those two, and then you'll let us know about the
I'll
next.
come back next time we interview, like when the finals are over, we'll do another one.
Because I mean, that's like the number one thing we get asked about is a lot, especially during quarantine, is like long distance. How do you keep that spark? How do you keep the interest, especially when you're traveling and like?
I don't understand long distance relationship. If someone's got to give.
Yeah,
like it doesn't exist. Like if you
don't want to bring her on the road.
But it's not the difference between going on the road, having your girlfriend where you live at home is not really long distance. You're like on like tour and you're coming back for her. But having long distance, I'm thinking like you live in London, I live in. Okay, well then how do you
keep the like spark and the chemistry alive while you're on the road with someone back at home?
I mean I obviously don't have the solution for that because.
What about like sexting? Do you sext?
I sext, but that's not.
Like casual sex, or
like a casual.
I could go dark in the sexting world.
Yeah, let's go dark into the sexting world.
I do that too, but I don't.
What's your sexting tips 101? Guys watching this, they're in quarantine. They're like, damn, I want to sex my girlfriend.
Oh, if it's your actual girlfriend.
Oh, well, maybe it's not their girlfriend. Maybe
it's like a potential girlfriend.
Yeah.
If it's your actual girlfriend, I think the number one thing is just, I don't know. I haven't had a girlfriend in so long, but
just sexting.
Sexting in general, be funny. Be funny.
You gotta be silly.
You have to be funny. If you just be funny, eventually, I think that's when things can happen. If you're just a fucking creep, just like you go, like that's. Yeah.
How do you be funny during sexting? Because I think there is like a fine line of like.
All right. There's this girl. This girl hit me up. I can look it up real quick.
Yeah, look it up.
It was kind of like one of my favorite ones.
I think what's funny when guys put their. Oh wait, actually, never mind. That's
what? Say it. Just say it. God, what is she gonna say?
No, I think it's funny. When guys put their dick next to just like random objects.
Wow, that's really you went really. That's not. I'm not that.
He's like just like random.
He's like next to a bootstrap.
So you can see, like, that would be funny. Like, if he knew he liked Bootcraft and he put his dick next to a Bootcraft, he'd be like, what the hell?
What flavor do you want, babe? Yeah.
I'm in the store and they only have grapefruit. Is this okay? And it's just, like, dick next to it. It's funny.
Is it, though? Is pulling your dick out in a grocery store funny?
No, not at the grocery store. Buy the fucking Bootcraft first.
All right, that's I'm not sure if I'm ready for that one, but that's pretty...
Yeah.
The whole dick next to the bootstrap. But you could do that if you guys
like
if you're comfortable.
Might make it look a little
I'm talking
small.
about how do you introduce before you introduce your dick to the whole thing.
Yeah.
That's the first like.
So what are your silly little lines, huh?
Yeah, come on.
This is one I did recently. I was like, that was funny. I was like, I want to give you a massage. She's like, how bad? I said a really bad massage.
Oh, that's a good one. He said the worst one.
Worst one you ever got. Because I was like, she made it too easy for me. So I was like,
that's really good. Actually,
if you do something like that and then you lose something, she's like, oh, this guy's actually kind of stupid. Maybe he's not threatening. Yeah, he's gonna be fun, even if there's no chemistry, whatever. I don't mind spending my night with him because I'm at least gonna have fun there.
Yeah, guys are gonna be like, I want to give you a massage. They're like, okay. Guys are like, fuck. Diplo, fuck you.
Yeah, it's like cool.
They're like massaging, like, damn it, Diplo.
Actually, I need physical therapy anyway, so can you come over? So yeah, maybe it won't work.
This girl just jumped right into it. Just like, okay, come over. They're like, God damn it. Now I have to give her a fucking massage.
So funny's a good one.
I mean, don't be creepy. And then if you do get like intimate with them and you feel comfortable, then you can just have boundaries of like figure out how far you can go, because I don't think every girl wants a dick. Like, nobody wants to see a dick. No. Like every time you open a text, it's a dick. Remember chat roulette? Remember that?
Oh God!
Yeah,
every time you hit, it's like,
because I was on it before there was dicks. It was a really funny thing when you like go. You're like, oh, I talked to a guy in Serbia and he was like, we were cool. There's a girl. She was
and
there.
they'd be like, oh my God, how is it, America? Oh my God, it's awesome.
Like, where do you live? Alaska? Wow, people live there. And then
then you went on there after like a couple months.
Dicks. Like I might get it now and just see if there's still dicks on there.
We should chat roulette with Diplo'.
Is there an app on? Is there still an app?
I think so.
We should chat roulette right now.
Or Omegle. Wait, I remember when I was like really young and I was on chat roulette and someone had like a reoccurring, it was like a video of Justin Bieber like in his room or something, and it was like him like on the computer, and it made you think that like Justin Bieber.
And you totally thought it. You were like, oh my God.
That's kind of what you can do with Zoom now. You put a background and be just fake.
Yeah, it's just like weird. Like people just like, I don't know.
Are we on chat roulette?
Yeah, pull it up.
Are we gonna do this, Ari? Yeah. We are.
We can talk more while he's getting some dicks on there.
Yeah, we just want to see the dicks.
I mean, I think you have to like. I'm
Let's
older.
rate them 1 to 10.
I've been through a lot of different like levels of women. I think the older you get, the more serious you might take the relationship. So you have to take a little more time. Like I'm not just throwing dicks everywhere
like
all the time.
Serious sexting.
Yeah, but like I think you just want to find someone that you actually can.
Goals? You
can like. Yeah, I mean, you could be like that, but I think you'd have to find some way to
Some guy asked me, what are my goals? I'm like, get the fuck out of here. Come on.
Not what are your goals, but that's not really sexting at that point.
He's like, yeah, forget what you're wearing, baby. What's your 5-year plan? I'm like, get out.
What are you wearing? What are your goals?
What are you wearing? I'm like, ambition?
Self-respect.
He's just like immediately soft.
I like that. That's when you text somebody else when someone's writing back.
Yeah, you're just like, okay, fuck you. I'm going on WhatsApp or whatever the sketchy app.
I'm going on chat roulette. Gotta see some real dick. Oh my God, I cannot believe we're on. Oh my God.
Next, you just nexted him.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, we got some TikTok bees in
here. She
here.
switched us?
How'd she do that from all the way over there?
She switched us?
What up?
What the?
How's it going?
Good, how are you?
We were expecting to see some dicks, but you're a regular person.
Show us your dick.
No, back. What's up?
What is this? Like, what is this? This is like so random. Got like a whole ass podcast here.
A whole what?
Whole ass podcast shit. Damn.
It got back to normal.
Wait, I like that.
You cursed the dick.
All right. It's better. Maybe they have a dick like filter now to make sure you don't have your dick out.
Finally, I can.
Yeah. Took us
That 1-2 stroke, baby. That 1-2 stroke.
Took us six chats to get a dick.
He was like, fuck, Diplo just saw my dick.
That's a weird. Where do you have the camera at for that?
I don't.
He has it like right here, like between his laptop. He's like sitting on his keyboard.
I love it.
He's like typing. It's like.
I mean, so if you get a dick pic from somebody, you're like, are you excited about that or no?
Oh,
I mean, if I want it.
But how many steps do you take to like
I feel like you have to see it. You definitely have to see it in person first. You don't just want. I mean, I don't know. We're two different people on this one.
You know what?
Becca sexts during work all the time. I'm literally like, Becca, I'm about to go into this meeting. Where are you? And she's like literally sitting.
I'm getting my hair and makeup done, and I'm like, wait, Britton, hold on.
It's a great time. It's a great time here. What about like if you haven't gotten to sexting? What's like your go-to? Do you have like a go-to message like slide in DMs?
It was a long time ago. The one I had this was years ago when I haven't slid in DMs in a long time. I'll be honest, I never do that. But it was actually DMs on Twitter. It was just, hey, big head. That was
Hey,
like
big
the easy
head.
one.
Hey, big head.
Hey, big head.
That was a long. It was like this is like 7 years ago. That was like that's the last
love
time I
it.
was.
That was a
sliding
good
into
one.
DMs.
That is a good one.
What would you say back? Hey, small head.
No,
But
you can't say that.
It introduces a conversation. You don't write something like when the girls come over and they show me like I love to see when other guys DM girls, like a lot of girls I know show me them, and they're so sad. Like the way that guys do it, I think you
What do
have
you
to
think
just
they do
loosen up a
wrong?
little bit. You don't just be like, I'm obsessed with you.
Oh,
That's like the
God,
first thing.
no, yeah.
You don't write things like that. You don't write things like I would just, when you see thirsty guys' comments on their pages, it's like you can tell that doesn't work.
Yeah.
Like no one's gonna
And
be like.
Bub and
You
Vagine.
think that, but we
Yeah.
got some people probably watching this that think that actually works. So why don't you give them some like?
I think you just have to like really. No girls are just like sex crazed animals that are just like want you to give them this kind of praise. They want to like be stimulated,
Yeah.
not just sexually, but like a little bit by their mind. So you have to just do a tiny bit of work to be
by
that.
Just a little
by
bit.
their big head.
Find their
But
big
you
head.
just need to. I think it's always a long game to like reach out to somebody. It's never going to be like out of nowhere. Like you just come with like a whatever. It's you kind of like have to do a long game with girls. I think when you're.
But I feel like that's the fun of it.
sex.
Like I feel
Yeah,
like
it is.
if girls give it up like that, it's kind of like, ooh.
Also, you can learn who this person is. It becomes more than just like a random.
Hook up, sex,
Sexting.
yeah.
Yeah.
mean-
I like a good joke, or I feel like a good way to get in the DMs is asking a question. Like, what's that song? But then since I fucking said that on this podcast,
So many people.
I'll
I actually
literally,
guess what this song is.
I literally like post a photo and people are like, yo, what's that song? And I'm like, there's no fucking song
That's pretty
playing.
good. That's pretty good.
Yeah,
Or
she
ask like
will.
what they're wearing. Like I actually.
What are you wearing?
So if I do DM somebody that might be a girl, I'm usually it's usually a real question at this point. Like, oh, like where did you get that? Or like, what's going on? I've done that. What's that song before? Because I really, as a DJ,
It's like,
I
no,
wanna
really,
know
what's that song?
what's
Like,
that
it's
song?
No, actually, in one of your Instagram posts, once there's this song playing, and I literally went in the comments, and it was like song on slide number 2, and I was like looking at the comments like to try to find it, and I was like, oh my god, thank God.
Becca
Because-
uses what's that song?
beyond like girls on DM, I use DM as a tool to connect with musicians like nonstop.
Yeah.
Like I met XXX Temptation on DM, like when he was, a long time ago, like Dominic Fike, so many people I meet, country artists. I use that all the time. Like, hey, or I go in the comments, like follow me, like literally like to someone that doesn't know who I am. And then I'm like, it's crazy that we can connect with artists that way.
Such a small world
When
now.
years ago you needed to talk to your manager, talk to them. It's like you have 2 weeks of
Communication back and forth.
integration before you can find somebody, but now you can do that. I can make a song with someone within like a day.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
Crazy.
For me, that's way more valuable than like sexting a girl at random.
Oh, come on.
Also, I don't want to be. Also, you don't want to be the guy that's like
known for sexting.
thirsty DM guy either. Which
I
I
feel
maybe might have been a little wave where I did that once, whatever. But you don't want to be that guy. Like that's. I think it's more important to make your reputation, like what precedes you,
Yeah.
And then girls are like, oh, I wanted to meet this guy. I thought
Yeah.
he was cool already, not just like, oh, this is the guy that creepy sent me a dick pic randomly.
I mean, word on the street is, I've heard.
Sent dick pics.
No.
Cut.
No, that Diplo, I've heard you have game.
Yeah, I've been out on the street all day. I'm like, Diplo has game.
If you go
Tomorrow
door
I'm
to
starting
door,
on the next street over.
I don't know.
Everyone knows
maybe,
on this one.
Maybe Beverly Hills. I don't know if people know me here, but maybe in Beechwood.
I feel like you have to have a little, like you've got to learn something on the road, meeting all these girls. You have to have a little bit of game. There's no way that you don't.
I think if you're just an artist, you have to have some kind of level of charisma. Anyway, I think.
Yeah.
And if you want to use that as a tool to meet people, that's cool too. But I think I really like enjoy people. Like I enjoy company, and I think if you're good at that, and you're able to just be a personable person, because if you're on the road all the time, if you're on stage, you have to like attention. You have to like communicate with people.
Yeah.
So at the end of the day, I am an attention seeker.
Yeah.
And
No,
that sounds
Who isn't?
egotistical, but you kind of like creative people are. That's kind of why we do it, and I think there's satisfaction to being. When you're like you're getting people praise you for whatever you do. You just got to find that balance, I think.
Yeah, the balance.
So yeah, I hope I've learned some skills,
a little bit of game.
some skills, but living in LA is kind of hard, because it's actually becomes a small town.
It does.
Of creative
That's one
people.
thing I've
It becomes a
noticed,
small town. So
you run into the same people.
you don't want to have a bad reputation here.
No, you don't.
It's not good because it's like people talk a lot here.
Yeah, people definitely talk a lot. When it comes to having game, being on the road, do you have, listen, you're a DJ, you got to be good with your hands, right? A little bit. Do you know where I'm going with this?
Yeah.
Do you have any sex moves you use in the bedroom?
We're going right to the sex moves.
Yeah, we're going right to the sex moves. You gotta
she saw the time. She saw. I was like, damn, we got.
I know, I was
40,
like,
we got 18 minutes.
We gotta dive right in.
Minutes. So do you
only way we're
use
gonna answer this
titties
question
as
is
turntables?
Titty twisters.
Like
That's what we said. Yeah,
that's what I said. You pretend that
I
they're
think.
turntables.
First of all, Sarah's got to get out of this room.
Sarah, get out. I'm sorry.
Sarah, 10 minutes. I cannot answer questions honestly with her. She's gonna also talk shit about me. Okay. I love her to death though. My best friend. Sex moves. I think the main thing is if you want to be a good guy, you have to just be very unselfish, 100%. You know?
Yes.
I would rather like a girl, like not have an orgasm, not even have sex with a girl, but make a girl super happy in bed or whatever and hang out with her again later.
Yeah.
You know, like just to like solidify that relationship. I think that's very important. If you do that, I think you are in good standings. I mean, that's going to also be good for your reputation, but also you're gonna show that girl that like you care about that, you know, the experience more than you care about yourself. Because I think the girls know a selfish lover immediately.
Yeah.
So if you're watching this and you're a guy, that's something you should take into consideration. Also, a lot of girls, it doesn't matter who you are, what you look like, your body. If you are like clever and you're smart and you know a little bit about sex, you can be the biggest loser in the world. Literally, I think you can win any girl. If you have like a little charisma and you're able to have a little bit of game, I think it's not, you don't have to be an NBA player. You don't have to be this and that.
Go into like a little bit of charisma. Like what is, because I feel like some guys may not know what that means.
I think girls, you, first of all, don't always talk about yourself. You know what I'm saying? Like if you have some game, like you said, it'll come off from who you are.
Yeah.
It's not going to come off on the way you talk about yourself or the way you talk about the girls you have. Like so many guys I talk to literally talk about their girls like nonstop. And I'm even with girls around, I'm just like, it's just, nobody wants to hear that. Some girls do, but those are probably not, you know, you want to give girls this feeling that it's just, this is going to sound cheesy, but you got to, if you work on yourself too and make yourself, you know, happy about who you are and you show that confidence, girls like love confidence, I think, more than anything.
It's true. It's
I mean, even some guys, like some guys I think are super corny, but they have a lot of confidence and they're not, there's an edge though.
There is.
Of overconfidence. And if you can like
confidence and bragging.
If you can walk that edge, it's you got it made.
Yeah.
If you can walk that edge, but you have to learn that and you can't.
What is something that's taught you to like learn that and learn to walk that edge?
I'm still learning that.
Yeah.
Like I would really think you have to always learn that. That's what game is. I think that is it, you know?
Yeah.
But also put yourself, you never want to be thirsty. Put yourself in the right positions with women that you think maybe could work for you. And maybe it's always more important to have, you know, maybe spend like a couple minutes with a girl, but give her like make her feel good.
Yeah.
Even if you don't see her again, maybe see her a month from now. She'll remember that, that guy was cool. She'll walk over to you again.
Yeah, that is true.
Things like that are important than you just being like with a girl and be like, you know, like this, like just like kind of trying. Girls can tell when you try too hard too. And if a girl wants you, I think you'll understand that. There's nothing that gives you more confidence than like making, you know, if a girl, you can tell you have a girl has an attraction to you. That's my fit. Like, you know, that's when I'm also attracted to a girl. You know, you kind of want to be able to, you have to know that.
Yeah.
But some girls do play hard to get. Some girls love to play like they're not fucking with you. They love to do that. And that's like the most confusing thing for guys. And I think a lot of girls do that, especially in LA. Like they love to like pretend they don't fuck with you. And that's like a hard
thing to piece together. Out. Yeah.
That's the one.
I feel like you don't do that at all. I feel like you're pretty transparent.
Fuck you, Julia.
No, I'm being serious. I feel like that's almost like your downfall is like you are super transparent and you show your cards right away.
True,
if you do like a guy,
it's not a bad thing.
You let him know
she's
immediately.
So lovable. She's literally like a Labradoodle. It's like she's just so lovable and shows her cards right up front. I'm the complete opposite. I have boundaries and walls fucking up, and to climb those walls, it's gonna fucking take.
I'm like, loosen up.
I know.
Don't be so stiff.
I mean, also it's hard. Like I'm not drinking ever. I'm trying not to drink. I just been the last.
Says he has a full fucking.
This is the one day I'm doing it because this airs later in the month, so I feel like that's when I'm drinking.
Yeah, that's when he's drinking.
I did the math.
As of now.
I did the math, but I think if you're sober, it sucks. I'd rather DJ sober, but it's like to enjoy someone's company for the first time. It's better to be a little
liquid courage.
A little inebriated. Liquid courage is what you say. Yeah.
Yeah. Have you ever had sex with the cowboy hat on?
I've not, but girls have had my cowboy hat on.
Reverse cowgirl?
No, they haven't done that actually move with the cowboy hat on.
That'd be sick.
But
reverse cowgirl with the cowboy hat on?
But girls look so hot in cowboy hats. Like
Really?
girls look so, I think they look so good, and girls know. There's been a lot of girls that take pictures of my cowboy hats when I'm not around too, and like posted them on the internet, and like makes me kind of mad. I usually
Why
don't.
does it make you mad?
Because I like my relationships with girls to be private. So if they do
They're like
take photos and like
there's
they're
your
like
hat.
showing off on their like.
I thought you were gonna say you like your relationship with your hats to be.
also my hat. Okay, let's cut this. That's like a way better answer. My cowboy hats are so important to me that if a girl disrespects me like that and like touches my hats, like it's just like I don't get it.
Do you believe in the
like, how
cowboy
dare
hat
you.
in Texas? They had this thing that if you put a cowboy hat down, it dumps all the luck out. You have to keep it up.
No, I mean, they do that because actually it doesn't fold. It folds the right way.
Well, I know, but I'm
But
just saying.
I do. It actually works way better if you put it like I've done that in an airplane. I'll always leave my hat in the plane when I do that. When I
Yeah.
put a hat upside down in the plane, I forget it every time. I've lost like 20 hats that way.
fuck.
So I'll always wear my hats
R.I.P.
the
all
whole
the
trip
hats.
now.
Oh my
The
god.
flight cleaner
All
is
right.
just like, yeehaw.
It's uncomfortable, but it's a good conversation starter when you got
I
your
love
cowboy
it.
hat
I
on.
love it. All right, so we have our word of the day. It's a sex slang that we make BJ Beck's guess, but feel free to put some input on this too. It's
DJ
called,
Bex today.
oh, sorry,
Excuse me.
DJ Beck's. We got this thing called white clawing. You got any? I feel like you should know this. You have any guesses of what this could mean? Obviously, it's not the drink. White clawing, when you white claw someone.
This is a sex thing.
I'd say it's more of a dating thing. White claw.
White clawing.
Oh my god.
Jimmy was with Sarah because he was white clawing her.
Oh,
Give me some. Give me some.
Oh my god, dude. Because he was white.
What was that? He had something.
Is it like the 1, 2? You know?
I think it's like
What was
when
that? Show us.
He had a good finger game.
you have the white claw in your hand, you're jerking them off, Joe. What are you doing?
Come on, Joe. Give it to us. He's saying you claw. You claw.
Inside the girl, you claw it.
No,
in
guys, you're off. I'll just go ahead and tell you guys.
No, you
Yeah.
guess.
'Cause that
Oh, wait,
was
you
super-
can't
I
guess.
can't guess. I know it.
Yeah.
The act of staying with someone who you find basic and boring only because you find them attractive. When you white claw someone.
Oh, because
That's
you
fun.
drank too much White Claw, or no? You.
No, because white claws are basic
Oh,
and
they're
boring.
basic.
Yeah, but they're
Boring.
dank.
So what happens when you
They're good.
when you bootcrafting?
When you boochcraft? Ooh. What
When you
about goochcraft? You goochcraft someone?
That's when they're slightly
All right.
interesting.
Oh God.
Diplo's gotta get out of here. He's gonna go on chat roulette.
There's a lot of sex everywhere, and the kids have that.
Yeah.
Like, go on Twitter. Twitter is uncensored.
Yeah.
I've been on Twitter. I'm just like, I follow some porn stars that are friends of mine. I'm just like, I forget sometimes. I'm just like, I'm Donald Trump, dicks. You know, it's like so.
It's just like
It is-
cream pie.
As hard as you want, there's always
yeah.
that on there. So
It
maybe
is.
we do kind of need to desensitize people. I don't know. I don't know the
Yeah.
answer to that.
Who
but-
knows?
but
I don't know
who
the answer to
knows?
that either. Yeah, no, let's go on chat roulette. We're gonna have a chat roulette, right, Bex?
Hell
We
yeah.
did you screen record the dicks? Okay.
Yeah, we got him. We got him all.
We got him
locked.
on lock.
Remind him what to do for me. Come on.
Like, comment, and
subscribe. Tell Bex you love her. As always, we get our weekly. This is Becca's comment.
Oh yeah, there's this one guy that's just like, here's my weekly Becca comment. I love you, and I'm just like, I love you too, bro.
We should give our security guard a shout out. What was his name? We go to all
Steve.
these. Steve, if you're watching, brother, we love you.
We love you.
Where can people find you, Mr. Wesley? He's like
You can find me on Twitter,
Twitter.
Instagram.
Yeah,
It's
Twitter.
just /Diplo.
/Diplo.
If you
And
want to listen
tour,
to my music,
but it's sold out. New album coming out.
there's a major. If you want to see Major Lazer, we'll probably announce new dates for some of the dates. But this will air the day it starts, so probably won't be able to go. But check out the album. It's called "Music Is the Weapon." And if you like country music, check out Thomas Wesley album. We're going to Stagecoach next year.
Yes, we are.
Got you guest list.
Yes.
We're gonna have an RV.
I'm flashing my titties on stage next to you.
That's so Stagecoach, and I'm down. And Bex, you like hip hop, but you're gonna love country music. I swear to God.
I
We're
love
gonna
country
get her.
music.
We're
I
gonna
know
get
she's
her.
gonna love. I see her
You
vibe.
know what
You
to
have
put
a-
some cowboy boots
She's
on?
like she's a
Buckle up,
perfect
Bex.
Stagecoach babe. She's like gonna be. You're gonna love it there. You're gonna love
Wait,
it.
what was your
there.
cowboy name?
Buckle up, Bex.
There you
Ready
go.
to yeehaw
There
out of
you
here.
go.
You got it.
We got it. All
You got
right.
it.
Let's head out. We're going to chat roulette, baby. See you there. Woo!